Tonight, LeBron James is making his decision. Decision 2026. And the rumors are saying he just signed a 2-year deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. Before I say another word, I need you to sit down because this is not a small story. This is not a small moment. If these rumors are true, we are witnessing one of the biggest moves in NBA history, and we need to talk about what it means for the greatest legacy in this game. I'm your girl Kim with KGJA Crown Plays. Let's get into it. Now listen, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Joel Embiid, when healthy, is one of the most dominant forces in the NBA. Add LeBron James to that roster, that is not just a playoff push, my kings and queens. That is a championship conversation. And I understand why LeBron would make this move. At his age, with everything he still wants to accomplish, you go where you think you can win. That is not controversial. That is competitive. But here is where it gets complicated. Because the question everyone is going to ask is, does joining an assembled team in Philadelphia diminish what LeBron James has already built? And baby, we have been here before. Cast your mind back to 2010, the decision. LeBron James sat down on national television and announced he was taking his talents to South Beach, to Miami, to join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, a team that was already assembled, already dangerous, and the whole basketball world lost its mind. They burned his jerseys in Cleveland, called him a coward, said he was weak, said he needed help, said a real champion goes it alone. And what did LeBron do? He went to Miami, learned, grew, came back stronger, and left with 2 championship rings on his finger. So before you drag LeBron for Philadelphia, honey, remember, we have seen this movie before, and we know how LeBron James responds to pressure. Now, some folks have been whispering about Golden State. What if LeBron had signed with the Warriors instead? Steph Curry, Draymond Green, that championship infrastructure already in place. Baby, that would have been the most stacked super team we have ever seen in the history of professional basketball. The legacy conversation would have been 10 times louder. So in comparison, Philadelphia is actually the humble choice. And then there is the story I wanted, the comeback. Cleveland, the place he left, the place he returned to in 2016 and gave them the most miraculous championship in NBA Finals history. Coming back from 3 games to 1 down when nobody in the world thought it was possible. Nobody. If LeBron had gone back to Cleveland one more time, that would have been the perfect storybook ending. The prodigal king returns. But instead, decision 2026, Philadelphia. So here is my Crown Plays verdict, and I want you to hear every single word. LeBron James going to the Philadelphia 76ers does not diminish his legacy if he wins. Championships erase all doubt. We learned that in Miami. We learned that in Cleveland. We learned that in Los Angeles. If LeBron puts on that Sixers jersey and brings Philadelphia its first championship since 1983, his legacy does not just survive, it grows. but the risk is real. At this stage of his career, if it does not work in Philadelphia, that is the image people will carry. So the question is not, is LeBron wrong for going to Philly? The question is, can he close? Can he do what the greats always do when everything is on the line? Tonight, we find out. This is Crown Plays. Y'all be blessed, keep God first, and remember, true love starts with self-love, and true greatness, it always speaks for itself. We out.